You know, teens will be teens, but the Clearwater police chief says there is no excuse for spray painting cars with hateful graffiti, which is what happened over the weekend. He calls this bigoted behavior and says it will not be tolerated in Clearwater. And as Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy tells us, the suspected 16-year-old vandals ventured beyond Clearwater.
We're not talking about kids running around throwing toilet paper in a house. We're talking about painting racial slurs, anti-Semitic words and symbols, and homophobic things. I think they'll cross the line.
Clearwater Police Chief Dan Slaughter says officers arrested two 16-year-old boys who he says went on a crime spree last weekend, shattering car windows, slashing tires, and spray painting cars with hate speech.
This has consequences, and they are long-reaching consequences, and I'm very troubled by their behavior.
The incidents happened on Turtle Brook Drive, Coachmakers Lane, and Stag Run Boulevard in Clearwater. Neighbors who didn't want to go on camera say they're extremely disappointed. And one victim who did not want to be identified says they're thankful for their neighbor's support. The chief says the teens are learning a tough lesson.
We're not going to tolerate this behavior, and I think not minimizing it either and dismissing it as people are young and they make mistakes. There are certain things that are just unacceptable, and the behavior in this particular incident was completely unacceptable.
According to Slaughter, some of the crimes were random, but the vehicles with racist and anti-Semitic slurs were targeted, resulting from what he says is a jealous boyfriend.
I'm very disappointed in these gentlemen, and I think they did some bigoted behavior that I'm really disappointed in. The totality of the story is always sometimes there's a bigger picture here, and you don't know how these kids grew up and where they grew up and the conditions in which they grew up. So there's always factors. So I don't want to project that we're not somewhat empathetic, but we're not going to tolerate it.
Each teen faces 6 charges in Clearwater and 3 charges in Tarpon Springs, where Slaughter says they committed similar crimes. Both are charged with criminal mischief and burglary, among other charges. In Clearwater, Kaylee Tracy, Fox 13 News.
And Chief Slaughter says he has referred this case to the state attorney, who will decide whether to charge the teens with hate crimes.